Welcome everyone. My name is Mario Facas Spirit and welcome to the channel. First of all, I'd like to wish all the fathers out there happy Father's Day. And before we get on to this video, I just want to give you guys a quick tour of my yard and what I'm doing with all, getting ready for summer and all that. So just give a quick tour. So basically this is like at the end of my driveway. Once you drive, this is where I park here. All right, there's my home there. So this is the end of my driveway. So got the bushes here. All right, I got the flowers I planted there as a border. That one there. Yeah, that one there, and more around the corner there. But over here is my rose bush that hasn't bloomed yet. Over here, it's another bush. I forget what they're called, but you can see the one flower on the top is starting to bloom, but yeah, it's like a creeping vine or whatever. So it looks nice when they all open up. This here, if you guys remember, I believe it was last year, I had a big pine over here, and it got way too big for this area here, so I had to cut it down, which I did not much enjoy. But what I did is I found another one called like a North Pole pine or whatever, white pine or whatever. And they said it would only grow like 9 feet tall. So I bought that, hoping that would work good, and it didn't work out. It didn't keep, so I had to remove it this year. So I planted this cedar here. This one's gonna take this shape, kind of like a Christmas tree shape. It's not really a Christmas tree, but it's gonna be the same shape, so that'll be all right. And this one here will only grow 9 feet tall as well, so hopefully it takes and it'll work out pretty good. I think it'll still look nice during Christmas. So you see some flowers here. They're not doing so well. Like when I'm beginning, about 7-8 years ago when I planted them, they bloomed really awesome. But then I think the pine had took in so much space that it didn't work out for these flowers so well. So they never really came back. But yeah, I still got some weeding to do over here. Then I put the rest of the mulch. So these plotted plants here, they'll end up like at one spot over here. And then other spots in my yard, they're gonna end up, they're just there for right now. So I had a place, just so I could plant the flowers right away. They didn't stay in the little pots. So yeah, and then when I'm all done, then I'll put the solar lights up, everything, and it'll look pretty good come July. I usually give myself all of June to get everything set up for July and August and September. So this is where I have all my dirt, where I put it, and then the pots. It's another flower here. So all this here, I'm gonna rake all that up and then put more black mulch there. And it'll look pretty good. Some statues to put there. You can see how these plants from my neighbor really creeped over. Like even those plants there from my neighbor. Over here in the corner I have a bamboo, right? It's not doing so well to catch on. It's been there for quite a few years, but it's not doing the greatest. But it's still there, so that's all right. Yeah, so right here is where the pots are going to end up. So got to clean everything up, cut some of this stuff back. Another place here for my pot. It's my well that I made. Usually keep my wood in there, wood that I can burn. See these flowers here, I never knew. I think they're called perennials, where they come back every year. But I don't know if they're perennials or annuals, whatever they are, but this is the third year they came back, so that's all right. Saves me money. This is my angel here. I gotta fix this little bench here, take that duck down. I got another pot going there. And then over here. Then the same in this area here, I gotta get rid of all these weeds, rake everything up. Then I put like little statues in here and all that. I can't really put any plants in here, they don't grow that well. got these two here. Hopefully they'll grow. Yeah, so that's about it. And this here, I don't know where this plant came, this whatever this is, this plant came from. But like last year it came up and I put some solar lights on it. This year it's even bigger. So I kind of cut it back a little bit, but I'm gonna let it grow, see what happens. But yeah, like in here, I put in some seeds earlier on. I don't know if they'll come out. It's probably come out in summer. But yeah, it's just there's like a big rock in there, but you can't see because all the weeds. So yeah, so that's about it. Yeah, so anyway, so to get on with the video, I wasn't like I wanted to do something on Father's Day, but I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do. So I kind of had an idea, but I meditated before I did this, and this is what I came up with. First of all, I'm going to keep it light. I don't want to get too involved, but I was just thinking for myself. Like I'm not a father. I don't have any children. But you know, you always think if I had kids, how would I raise my children, right? So basically, for me, if I did have children, the way I would raise my kids is I would focus on the foundation of the children, and the way I would do that is by meditation. So in my home, the whole family would meditate for. Well, I would start the kid. Well, the kids would start from conception, but because me and the mother would be meditating every day, so they would start from conception, and they would grow, and then they would grow into it. But we would meditate for at least an hour a day, or maximum an hour, depending on the day. Sometimes you may not have enough time, but you know, you try to get an hour or a half hour to an hour, right, anywhere in there. That's what I'm doing right now, anywhere between a half hour and an hour. Most of the time most often it's an hour. Yeah, so I would work on their foundation through meditation. Now the benefits of this is that if you have the whole family meditating together, not only that you're strengthening the physical relationship within the family, but you're also strengthening the spiritual relationship within the family. Now personally, I don't know of anyone that's doing this, but I would think that would give the kids a very strong foundation, and it would be very interesting to see how they would grow up after that, right? Another benefit is that you're teaching the kids who they really are, right? You're teaching the children that they come from the light, they come from source, they come from God, and where they come from is who they are. So by them knowing who they truly are, and by having a strong family connection, those kids would have an extremely strong foundation. And then from there, you have to raise the kid as their individual characters, because not everybody's the same. So you'd have to adjust your raising of the child to their own personal character. You give the kids a strong foundation, right? You focus on their individual needs as well, and then just enjoy and watch the way they interact with society and the choices they make, and just see what power this gives them, right? So yeah. So basically, there's not much more than that. I mean, the meditations, that there you could do like all kinds of stuff, right? And that's what makes it so much fun. You know what I mean? Like you can bring in crystals. You have aromatherapy, and you know what I mean. Like you have different music playing in the background. You can have like crystal bowls or Tibetan bowls or chanting, Om or whatever you choose, right? So I think it would be a great adventure for the whole family to do together. And again, I just think it would give this child such a strong foundation that for me it'd be a real joy watching the way they would grow up and how they would make their choices with that foundation, because that's not something I had, and it's not nothing against my parents. It's just the way it was, right? You know what I mean? And I don't know how many children have this kind of foundation, So to me, to see that would be a great experience for me, and for sure it'd be a great experience for them. So anyways, we'll leave it there. Again, to all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day, and we'll see you in the next video.